Crochet Podcast. I'm your host, Ellen Gormley, and it is Tuesday, and my hours are all confused. So, Mara had a super early flight this morning, so it's like I feel like I've had 3 days in one, and here we are. It's 11:40, but it's cloudy and rainy out, so it feels like 8 in the morning, but it's not. Anyway, if you happen to join me, welcome. If you're catching it on the replay, totally get it, totally understand. So, I wanted just to say hi and spend a few minutes together. Good morning. Good morning, Carlene. Good morning, Brian. Wonderful. So, Carlene, I was just thinking about you because you made the comment about the Crochet Stitch Bible by Betty Barnden, and I've been talking for months about the cheetah blanket and how to use those colors, and you thought maybe, and I think you're right, page 244, this overlaid checks pattern might look really fantastic. And you know I love a good plaid. I've been wanting for a good plaid like solution for a long time, and this might just be it. So this is overlaid checks on page 244, and it has all the detailed instructions there. So I really like it. I don't know, that's a new stitch to me. Overlaid chain. I think that's just a surface slip stitch, but they have a really fascinating symbol for it down here. So they're calling it a special stitch overlaid chain. And I think if I read the instructions, I will try, let's see, is that too close? I'll try to read the instructions and see if they mean a surface slip stitch, because that is what it visually looks like, but it could also be different. And they describe that. I'm gonna put a little sticky note. A unique stitched overlay looks a little wider. Yeah, I agree. Good morning on break from work. Good. Yes, I agree. It does look a little wider. The way they have the diagram, it looks like a bobble where you're doing like a decrease where you're doing part of the stitch over and over again, but you're putting them all in the same spot instead of over different spots, and then pulling them all together in like a little elongated, like if you think about a beach ball with from top to bottom, and it's deflated and you stretch it out. Yes, a cluster, or yes, a cluster. That's what I mean. Yes, the words escaped me there for a minute, but I'm going to go ahead and put a sticky note on that page so that I remember. And then the overlaid chain, okay, on page 39, they are calling it, it looks like it's just a slip stitch. So the on page 39, the description of this overlaid chain, it shows like a cluster where like four are together in one stitch. And I know that this is backwards for you, and I'm sorry about that, but overlaid chain patterns known as surface crochet may be added to small mesh ground or large mesh ground, or used to decorate any plain fabric such as single or double crochet. So yes, hold the yarn at the back of the work, insert the hook through the crochet fabric as required, catch a loop, pull it through. You now have one loop on the hook. Insert the hook through the fabric again as required, catch the yarn and pull the loop through the work and the loop on the hook. Okay, maybe they're saying to do it twice in the same exact stitch. One loop on the hook, insert the hook through the fabric again as required. So it doesn't say where to insert the hook the second time, if it's like progressing up like a surface slip stitch, or if they want you to go back to the original spot and go up. So yeah, it does look like a 3 or 4 together. But this instruction is not super clear because it's not telling you where to put the hook again. So I don't know if they're like going back like a like one step forward, one step back. Well, you'd have to progress at some point. Yes, I can totally, always, it's open to interpretation, isn't it? And there's no further like clarification on the next page. That's it. and they don't show the complete stitch here. They only show like inserting and stuff. So let's see. Huh. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like the diagram looks like a plain old surface slip stitch, which you know I love, and there's nothing plain about it. But the way they describe it and the symbol for it looks pretty weird. The only thing I can think of is that the diagram book photos have come a long way. I know, right? This is an older book, but the only thing I can think of is if you look at this little thing here, if I were to if I were to blaspheme my book and color in, I think this is what it may mean. Like maybe this diagram would be better. Because on the, like if you fill in, and these are like 2 strands of yarn, that is what a surface slip stitch looks like. If you were to, I mean, it's like a chain on the surface. So the only thing I can think of is that that diagram is supposed to like look like this, where the 2 chains are on the, and then the subsequent one, forgive my drawing ability, forgive me, Betty, for drawing in your book. The next one, so that it looks like a number 8 stacked on top. So I think that's maybe what the illustrator was going for. And this might be a case of like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. No, I'm just incredibly late because I've had a really wacky day. But anyway, I think this is maybe what's going on here. So yeah, but anyway, going back to page 244, now that I've just drawn in my book, but that's okay. I think that one probably would look pretty fantastic, especially if I throw in, if I throw in a red. I could use double strands to give it more texture. If I throw in a red, it would look like a, what is that famous plaid? Is that Burberry plaid? The different shades of tan, black, red. So we'll see. Anyway, but that's a great idea. And you know I love a great plaid. So anyway, thank you so much, Carlene, for thinking of that. And I have now marked the page so that I have it right when I go to experiment, as I have my little piles of yarn and my moat all the way around my, hold on, doggy, there you go, all the way around my chair and desk here. Sue, you're right. Do you need to get through there? Where are you going? You gonna lay down in sleepies? Hobie's like, this day has been wacky. I'm like, I know, honey. It's been very strange. You can sit wherever you want. He's like, I've been woken up like 3 or 4 times. So anyway, Mara's on her way on her trip with her friend and her friend's sister and all of their friends. I think it's a group of like 25 people. And they had a hilarious itinerary, whoever planned the trip. Long itinerary. So, okay, I gotta go. So it was just really cute how the people she had put, whoever planned the trip, I think it was a she, had taken like two sentences or 3 sentences from every person going on the trip, and it was like anonymous, like silly things that have happened in their lives. And those will be the conversation starters, like, "Ooh, which one were you? And tell me about this." So I think that'll be really funny. Okay, yes, I might add red. I guess I'll have to go shopping. Oh, darn. Oh, well, the yarn diet is over. The low fiber diet is over. All right, I have to go. I should be here tomorrow morning, Wednesday, at the usual time. And then Thursday, I don't know what's going to happen. So I hope to see you tomorrow about a few minutes before 9. All right, have a great day, everyone. Take care. Bye.